Arjun Erigaisi defeated Jorden van Foreest in just 30 moves. You are going to be witnessing his tactical sharpness and this tactical masterpiece which he played. Welcome back, everyone. We are going to be looking at this game from TP Segment tournament from 2026. This game, Arjun played a absolute masterclass. So he started the game with a D4. Arjun replied with the Jordan replied with d5. He played c4, the queen's gambit. Jordan played the Slav defense. We call it the Slav defense. Arjun developed his knight, normal moves, normal play. Jordan also goes with his knight to f6 square. Now Arjun plays this sideline, this aggressive sideline with queen to b3. Now what does this move do? It is pressuring this pawn, and it is not letting this bishop develop on this square easily. So yeah, we'll see what. Okay, Jordan plays this move to avoid the bishop from coming to g5. That is a logical move. He develops his knight to the c3 square to continue the developing. Now you can see there is more pressure on this pawn. So Jordan takes on c4. Arjun takes back, and now he develops his bishop to the f5 square. Earlier, because our queen was here, so that's why he took in the c4 square, and then he developed his bishop. The game continued. The knight came to the e5 square. There is a one move threat. Okay, if you play a move like knight d7, there is a one move threat. If you understand the threat, please comment it down below. He played knight to e5, developing his knight in the center. He played pawn a6. The game is going pretty comfortable, but White's queen is in the center. White's knight is active. White is doing pretty good in the game. Arjun goes with this expansion on the queen side. He plays his pawn to e4 square. Further, he is going to play a5 and soften up the queen side of black pieces. Now Jordan went for the question that do you want to exchange the knights or not? So Arjun exchanged it. It is a great move because you are going to be softening up the queen side by playing the move a5. Black takes the knight. Then comes this move f3. Why? Because we are preparing for e4. We are going to take this huge center and we are going to pressurize black's pieces like this. Now comes a5, so that Arjun cannot play a5 by his own and the structure will not be that preferable. Now Arjun strikes in the center and asking a question to this bishop. He needs to move this bishop. He goes to bishop h7. Arjun first develops his dark squared bishop, and now you can see the pressure on black's position like this. He is developing his pieces on really active squares, and he has really good control of the center as well. So what does Jordan do? He pins the knight. He pins the knight of white to the king, and it is also an outpost for the bishop. So he takes that outpost. He develops his bishop to castle it out. Black castles it out because his king was in center. White also castles it out, and now you can see white has a little bit of advantage. White just has a little bit of advantage because of the center and because of the piece activity. You can see black's this bishop is completely blocked by the pawn on e4. So he played king to h8 to get out of this pin. If he in the future wants to play this f5 move. The game continues. Arjun plays his rook to d1 for a break in the center. Jordan goes knight g8 he's looking to come here, or either he's going to break in the center. Either he is going to challenge the center of Arjun. Now Arjun plays knight to a2, asking a question to the bishop. Does he want to stay here or does he want to go back? But you can see there are dark square weaknesses in black's camp. So he goes to d6. So his black squared bishop get traded with white's black square bishop, that is better than black's piece. So Arjun takes it, black takes it back, and now Arjun strikes in the queen side with the move b4, because you can see if this b file will open, it can further push and pressurize this pawn on b7. So it happens ax b4, queen x b4. Now you can see we are challenging the queen for a queen trade. He can also accept it, and in the longer turn we are also this pawn is also soft on b7, and if he pushes to b5, then this pawn will be soft. So queen x b4, knight x b4, and these are the trades. And now a mistake occurs. He plays this move. He didn't have to play this move. Either he had to challenge white's center, or either he had to expand in the king side. But he went for the move rook d8 and to pressurize this pawn. But it is not that bad for now. Now what Arjun is going to do is really interesting. What he is going to do, he is going to walk his king to defend this pawn. Like see, he plays f5, common idea to attack the center of white, because he is enjoying a huge center. He'll go to king e3 to defend this pawn. Like, this is how courageous Arjun really is. He is my favorite player. That's why he's my favorite player. Okay, he takes the pawn on e4. Arjun takes it back. He didn't found that idea of Jorden didn't found the idea of just expanding in the king side. Now the move comes knight to f6. He develops his knight again by exchanging the pawns in the center. Our bishop comes to f3, a much more active square than e2. He plays g5 now, but now it is getting late. Now you can see here from the evaluation bar that the advantage is of plus 0.6, but it is going to increase now. Arjun stops this push by playing his pawn to h3, and now Jorden blunders, and he blunders big time. He plays pawn e5 and gives away the pawn, and he calculated something really wrong. Arjun took the pawn with his pawn. Now we are attacking his knight. What Jorden probably thought is he'll go to d7 square, then Arjun's pawn will push, then he'll come to c5 square and will be attacking this pawn and will be attacking this pawn. And when the pawn pushes, like we are going to just see that idea, the knight goes to d7 square, the pawn pushes. Now we are also threatening to push and just solidify the pawn on the e7 square, and it will be a long-term pressure for the black pieces. He comes to c5 square. Now what Arjun does, this is where Jorden forgot to calculate, or something happened that he didn't calculated. The pawn went to d7. Now this is where Arjun thought that Jorden thought that he is going to take this pawn, but he forgot about rook c1, because when the knight moves, we are attacking the knight, and when the knight moves, we are going to be coming with our rook to the d7 square, and that is really bad. So in the game, it is completely over. He takes the pawn on a4, and Arjun played the move rook to d8, and it is completely over. Why? Because if you go back with your rook, I'll double down on the file, I'll exchange your rooks, and then I'm going to be making my another queen, and you are completely losing. This is how good players destroy you if you make a little mistake as well. This is the video for today. If you like the video, please do like and subscribe the channel. We'll be continuing this series of Grandmaster games. So thank you so much, everyone.